Scott and Camille Winnetka from Milford, Nebraska, and we sent our kids to St. Vincent de Paul Catholic School.
And this was the beginning of May. So we needed to make a decision on what we were going to do. And actually, we're like, no, we only live a block from Milford Public. This is not, it would be ridiculous to go all the way to Seward. So we went back and forth, but we kept getting phone calls, or we'd run into people and they'd say, so what are you going to do? And then finally, Sister Bernadette called us and said, is there any time you'd come up and just talk with us? That one visit with her and Mrs. Crane, and we were sold.
Seeing the kids gets me most excited. Just knowing that in whatever small way I'm part of God's plan for them in their lives, and seeing their excitement about this age is just my favorite age, because they have such excitement and genuine interest in what we're learning about and what we're doing.
Jesus, you can bring him into everything. You can bring God into everything you do. And I just think, teaching them how to be like Jesus, they treat others nicely. And if you are treated nicely, well, you're going to be happy, And so I think the way they treat each other and the way they come to school, I want them always to feel like they're in a safe place and a happy place. And that's what I try to do when I teach them. And so I think just having Jesus there all the time makes it a joyful place. And they do. They come in smiling and happy and ready to go, and every day. So,
I'm Mitch Marshall. I live in Seward, Nebraska. This is my wife Dorothy, and our children are Evan, Haley, Jake, and Andrew. And they went to St. Vincent de Paul Catholic School in Seward, Nebraska. The kids are committed over there to the Mass and making sure that they're doing things the right way and living their faith out the right way in church. And I know our kids, it was great for them to be able to help the younger kids when they were going to school there, to help them at Mass and to assist them to say, well, this is how it needs to be done. And then they take a greater responsibility, and something they can carry through anything related to church, Sunday Mass. They have more of a commitment to the Mass, it seems like.
It was definitely a process. It didn't just happen like that. It was, we talked about, we were getting worked on by the Holy Spirit. And it wasn't an easy decision, but it became easy after all the conversations that we had, and we prayed about it. And, people kind of shake their head like, you have a great school 1 block away, and you're going to put your kids on a bus and drive them a half an hour away. And it seemed a little illogical at the time, maybe. But after, the conversations, the prayer, there are too many signs that told us that this is what we're supposed to do. And we have no regrets.
I was very excited to hear that they were going to have Christ the King sisters, and to have that spiritual aspect that the sisters would bring, both in the academic and with the spiritual enrichment that they received. So that was very exciting.
Yeah.
So.
And daily Mass was huge. Knowing that they'd be starting their day out on the right foot every day was huge. You can't start your day any better than that. We were extremely impressed from day one how strong the academic program was over there. It is, we have great public schools in this town, but I know that they're getting a great education. The teachers are all in, the administration's all in. I know that they are well prepared. Our kids obviously gone on to public school, but they were more than ready for the next step based on, and you can incorporate the faith into that as well to a very strong academic program, then I feel like they're ready for about anything.
Yeah, the culture that we live in, there is a struggle with society and morality, but starting out at St. Vincent's really did help to have that solid foundation to begin with and look on the world knowing that we can be part of a change and for hope in the world.
Being grounded in your faith before you go to college is essential, and I really learned that because in college I was definitely tested in the classroom, and so having that foundation really changes everything because it allows you to answer these questions with confidence and know that you believe what you believe for a reason.
I think my most favorite thing for attending St. Vincent de Paul is the teachers because they give you a lot of love and support.
St. Vincent is getting me ready for the future by like the teachers are like my role model because I want to be a teacher. So
I say just come visit, come see us, and it's, I think the best way, it goes along with kind of what I've been saying about preschool, the best way to find out something is to take part in it, to be a part of it. So that's one of the best ways. Actually, seeing is believing.
As hard as it was to say, let's just take this leap of faith, there are no regrets at all.